My 50th birthday, the governor decided to shut down Texas. And I had a party planned. Didn't go over well with me. I've got over 30,000 hours of law study. They call me the judge killer in Texas. I put judges, prosecutors, and law enforcement agents behind prison bars. I want to commend those police officers out there that are protecting our rights. The sheriff is the elected official that I want you guys to start becoming very good friends with, because we need them. We need them desperately to uphold their oath of office. And that oath of office is for we the people. And what they're doing is sitting back on their hands. They are the most powerful person to protect against intrusive government. And I've been waking them up to this. I've got 4 sheriffs that I'm defending right now against recall for false charges. Now, what I want you guys to focus in on is your sheriff needs to become your best friend, and we need to hold his feet to the fire to protect our rights, okay? Folks, we do not have constitutional rights. We never did. We never will. We have unalienable rights endowed to us by our Creator. We the people delegated. That word is delegated.
That's right.
Delegated limited power to our government, which we created. We are the masters. That government's #1 priority is to protect our rights. We have been our worst enemies for so long because we've become complacent. The problem lies in we the people being complacent and not holding our public servants accountable for their actions. I have remedy on how to clean out corrupt government, and it's very simple. It takes just your time, and it doesn't cost you millions of dollars to do. If every one of us would go to our website, constitutionallawgroup.us, click on resources, and then take action. We have a step-by-step program that has been perfected by my great friends Jack and Margie Flynn. Why reinvent the wheel when you don't have to? We the people have to start taking advantage of this knowledge and start teaching others to stand up and take responsibility for the failures of our fathers, grandfathers, grandmothers that did not take action when they should have. This did not happen overnight. And that, by the grace of God, we can all start coming together as one united front against the tyranny we're facing today. If we don't, we're going to lose the greatest republic the world has ever known. And when it says, make America great again, he's talking to you. You have to take responsibility and defend and flex your rights. I flex my rights all the time. If anybody knows who I am, you'll see the plates on my automobiles, which Texas was proud enough to pay for when they lost lawsuits for me. Harris County bought me a Porsche 911 all-wheel drive turbo convertible. I thank them for that. I had to do a night in jail, but damn. Montgomery County bought me a beautiful car. You got to hold them accountable for their violations of your rights. And they're not constitutional rights, they're what? Unalienable rights. Nobody can take them away but God. Okay? They are God-given. The remedy. Okay, my associates yelling at me, what's the remedy? We have what's called an affidavit of fact. They have to rebut within 14 days. If it is not rebutted, which it has never been rebutted before because they'll perjure themselves if they try. So, after 14 days, it stands as fact and law. In other words, there's no controversy when you bring it to the judge and make them rule on it because they tacitly agreed with everything you said in your affidavit of fact and truth. And this is on our website. It takes you a little bit of time to put it together, but we have a template that has been successful, and I want everybody to take responsibility right now. When you go home, get on our website and look at it. Start putting them together right now. Now, we did put together a mass tort claim against 42 governors in the federal court and Bill Gates. The problem with the mass tort claim is we didn't have a timetable on there that they had to answer. So we're being stalled right now in the court systems. So we had to come up with another remedy. And this one, by the grace of God, and Marty and Jack Flynn that are up in Maine right now, they came to us and they said, Rick, we have been looking for a man of action for decades. And by the grace of God, here you are. And I can't tell you how blessed I feel. Right now is an opportunity, a true opportunity to take back our republic by cleaning out our government lawfully. The court systems are so corrupt. I've been in there, and I've done battle over 100 times. And let me tell you, you gotta know what you're doing in court because they will shred you if you don't. And I used to teach a lot of law, and everybody's going, Rick, we need you in this state. I'm one guy, so I'm trying to teach all of you how to take back your rights. And the number one thing where you can learn at least 10% of what I know about law is go to our site and download the Sheriff Handbook. That Sheriff Handbook is so powerful. Your sheriffs don't even realize the power they possess. That sheriff can arrest the President of the United States and your governor. So let's hold their feet to the fire and let's start making some arrests. What I've charged them with in my mass tort claim is domestic terrorism. And you can find the definition that I was a totally unlawful thing that was passed, known as the Patriot Act, which was not patriotic at all. But under Section 802 of the Patriot Act, it gives us a definition what a domestic terrorist is. Read it. Read our lawsuits that we filed against 42 governors and Bill Gates. It's on our website. And by the grace of God, you start spreading it. Start spreading the good news that there is remedy. And we, the people, can take back the power that we tacitly let the governments take over. The government. Now, this is what you got to keep in mind, okay? And these mandates are not law. They never have been law, never will be law, because they have to go, for a law to become law, it has to go through legislature, okay? Let's say a law slips through that's unconstitutional. Let's go back to, the older the case, the more precedent it has in court. Let's go back to Marbury versus Madison, an 1803 case that Chief Justice John J. Marshall stated, keep this in mind, any law that is repugnant to the Constitution is no law, has no force of law, and can be ignored. Why in the hell are we closing down our businesses? That is economic suicide. I am telling you, we want remedy. I have remedy. Take action, folks. It's up to we, the people, to take back what is lawfully ours. And by the grace of God, we can all stop bickering over nonsense and start taking action. I mean, you can bloviate all day long on Facebook, but that's not taking action. Taking action is holding these pinheads in government accountable for their unlawful acts. And definitely learn your Constitution. That is the most powerful thing other than the Bible to know. And I want to tell you, when I walk into courtrooms, judges run off the bench. That is not a joke. I literally had a bailiff put the handcuffs on a judge in district court, walk him across the hall into a full courtroom that went silent, seeing a judge being brought in there by the bailiff, and handing the judge the complaint form I had and saying he needs to be magistrated. The judge read my complaint, said, "I'm sorry, Judge, but you know, I have to follow through. This is my oath of office, and I don't want to be in handcuffs either." The only thing the judge just said is, "While I'm setting your bond or your bail at $50,000, I yelled out, 'Is that all?'" This guy's acting in treason. So, I mean, my attitude is, until America wakes up and we stretch a few necks, and I know that sounds cold, we need to make government afraid of the people, because a government that's afraid of the people, you have freedom. A people that's afraid of their government, they have tyranny. So wake up, folks. We the people have to start holding their feet to the fire. And that's exactly what I've been doing. And you guys all heard, I'm sure we were talking about my license plates. My license plates are not license plates. They're the Gladstone flag that says, "Don't tread on me." I have not had a driver's license since 2001 when I let mine expire. Everybody says, "Well, you must get pulled over a lot." No, I don't. That's the reason why I drive exotic automobiles. Or, excuse me, travel in exotic automobiles. They're going, "What does this guy know? And do I really want to cross him?" And those that do, I ask them a simple question when I pull off, not off the side of the road, never pull off the side of the road, find a parking lot. And then roll your window down just an inch or two and ask a simple question, or I do. What part of "don't tread on me" did you not grasp? Because this is going to get real painful and real profitable for me now that you've done that. Because we know very little about our authority and our rights. And that's what the duty of the Constitutional Law Group. We're a nonprofit organization that has come to the aid of so many people. And we do this out of a labor of love. And we, the people, need to stand up and be our brother's keepers. Teach them the law. That's the best thing you can do for them, is teach them the law and how to have the courage to stand against the tyranny. Because if we don't, as we already know, look what's going on. Look what's going on around the United States. This is not the country I was born in, was it? I mean, when I'm being scolded for not wearing a mask, which I will never wear, I will never put a diaper on my face. "Well, sir, we're going to deny you service." Well, let me explain something. By denying me service, you're in violation of well-established law. The 1964 Civil Rights Act clearly states that you cannot discriminate against me for my religious conviction. And my religious conviction is I'm not going to commit slow suicide. How many people know all the harm that mask wearing does to the body? But the main thing I want you guys to focus in on is on our website. We've got remedy. And one of the things on here that I need to talk about.
Give us the website again.
Okay, the website one more time. constitutionallawgroup.us. Now, you can start filing against these businesses notices of discrimination. You go to your sheriff's department, overload them. When a business denies you access to services, they are not a private corporation. Bottom line is, they're open to the public. You cannot discriminate against me because I'm Jewish, black, or what have you. So stop and think about it. They're discriminating. Get the general manager's name. Get the door Nazi's name that's keeping you out. go file against them criminal charges with your sheriff's department, not your PD. The PD is municipal, okay? They're only there to deal with government servants, but they don't know that. They're totally unaware of what their duties are. Think about that, folks. That is a contract, a binding contract. All these orders are outside the Constitution. I don't care what these judges say today. I really don't. Because it's we the people that are going to hold those judges if they fail to do their duty and follow their oath of office. They're on the chopping block next. And I and my team would be happy to file charges. Every public servant that forgets his oath of office is in my crosshairs. Read your Constitution. Educate one another on exactly what government was there to do. Protect my rights, you boneheads. Protect my borders. And, you know, that Federal Reserve, I believe that's a private banking cartel. By what authority do they have printing our money? And then the one thing that always disturbs me is we're talking about going back to the gold standard. What lawful right did President Nixon have getting rid of the gold standard in 1971? None. So where were the people then? Where were the people in 1913 when they signed the Federal Reserve Act? You see, this has been going on for a long time. And it's a big problem. But it does have simple remedy. If we would get off our duffs and do something in the numbers. We need numbers, folks. We need numbers. You go to our website, there is so much stuff that you can file against these public servants. There's an SF-95 form on there to go after Health and Human Services. We filed the charges against one of the supervisors in his own private capacity in California. Okay? These are the remedies we have. We cannot sit on our hands anymore. We have to do something. And by the grace of God, most of you guys will get out there and do it. Don't wait for somebody else to take action. You take action.
That is the linchpin we're going to use to hang them by. And they have a time frame on them, unlike what happened with the mass tort claims that are being stalled right now in federal courts. And this is what's upsetting, is because we didn't put a timetable on it. And that's something that Dr. David Morton and I put together, was the mass tort claim. And you need to read it. Okay. You need to read it. It's on the website, and it is powerful. And they cannot rebut any of that stuff, but we didn't put a timetable. With the affidavit and declaration of truth and fact, we do have a timetable on that, and that's 14 days. And if they don't rebut it within 14 days, it stands as fact and law. And a judge, there's no longer, they tacitly agree by not rebutting it. So, by their compliance, they're saying we don't disagree with it. So there's no argument, there's no controversy in the courtroom. They did not rebut this judge, so you have to rule in our favor. No controversy. Yep.
We need to take back our republic, and here's how. We need true leaders here at the Constitutional Law Group for each and every state to provide the paperwork, to provide the direction, to show America that we, as a people, can take back our great republic, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We the people are at the precipice of a new age that does promise freedom, not tyranny. And it's we the people standing together, united, that can make the dreams of our founding fathers a reality. please join us at Constitutional Law Group and learn how you can become involved